How's it going, everybody? It's PJ over at PJ Play on Twitch and PJ on YouTube. I want to thank you for joining me today. We're going to jump back into PC Building Simulator. PC Building Simulator. It's been a lot of fits and starts, a lot of what I'd like to do is be doing about an hour every day at lunchtime, and unfortunately it hasn't been working out. So we're going to try and get back into the swing of things. Last week I picked up, I've been having a lot of fun with Train Mechanics Simulator, something else you'll find on both my channels on Twitch and YouTube. And we had leveled up, so we've gotten through the diesel workshop, although I'm sure we'll still have occasion to go back. But we've opened up the electronic engine workshop. Something new. I don't have a lot of experience with, so I'm looking forward to the new challenges that presents. I did pick up Train Simulator 2022, so I figured if I'm learning to fix the engines, I might as well learn how to run the engines as well, and I've been having some fun with that also. And very quickly, time has gone by, and I have ignored my PC building simulator and my PC building workshop. So I thought we should get back in here. We've got, what date is today? Today is the 8th, February 8th. So it's Thursday. Maybe we'll get through the weekend, pay our utility bills. Let's complete job. Okay, so we've got some issues. We got some deadlines that we got to pay. But we'll try to get through at least today and Friday, maybe get into Monday, and we'll see what's happening. We already have four units here waiting on us. We got 3 of which are diagnosed and fixed, so we don't even know what the problem is yet. And then we have one that needs to be upgraded, so it can score a 3D mark of 3,000. So how's that for you? And then we've got this one here. Upgrade, Rich Suzanne, complete by end of day 215. 3D mark score 6,293. Install dual graphics cards. Okay, so this is going to be an issue. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Never did a dual graphics card install yet, so I'm not exactly sure what I need to do for that. But let's grab one of these diagnoses and fixes, and we'll go ahead and it's dirty. We're going to work over here on the second workbench. So first things first, folks, let's go ahead and remove the case cover, because we can already see that this is filthy. This thing is filthy. So let's clean it out first. Is this the one that's got I probably should have started with the one that has the deadline, but let's go ahead and use number 1 to install. So from our keyboard, we'll press 1. We got the even though you can't see it, but we do have the compressed air, so we'll just start blowing the things off here. Get this thing cleaned out real good. I always prefer to have a nice clean unit before I start work, so we'll get this cleaned up and then we'll plug it up and see what happens. Oh, look at that. She cleans up really nicely, doesn't she? So there we go. Got some space for some SSDs right here. Pull out this vent fan, make sure we're getting it all over and it's all clean. Ooh, nice graphics on the rig here, man. We'll get in there, clean that out. Okay, so that's cleaned up. Let's go ahead then and cable her up. So that's number 3 on the keyboard. We'll grab the keyboard PCI. We'll stick that right in there. We're going to grab the monitor. We'll plug that in there. No, that's not the monitor. That's the mouse. This is the monitor. That goes into the graphics card. So we'll put that there. And then, of course, power goes down into the power connector. And we're going to go ahead. We'll try to power it up. Error. There's no RAM. Okay, so the RAM is shot. So what we will need to do, my friends, is we're going to have to, we'll go ahead and power her down. At this point, I don't believe it's going to power up. So we're going to go ahead and we'll take a look at what kind of RAM she's got in here. No, we want this. We could do it this way, or there's an even easier way to do it, and that's just to look at the PC stats. But so she's got, or he, what is it? C. Goodall. Okay. Team Dark, Team Group Dark. T-Force. Okay, Team Group T-Force Dark. All right, see, I'm trying to rush through it. She prefers the silver, and it's a 4 gigabyte, 3000 megahertz. All right. And what we're gonna do is we will go to our install where we can get to our cloud nodes. I don't know what this is. So, I can't operate my cloud nodes from here. Okay. Well, that seems weird. I kind of don't think I'm using the clouds notes as well as I could or should be. I kind of wish it was like a notepad that you can have with you all the time, but this does not seem to be the case. I'm going to trash that. Boom. I'm not sure what that is. We'll start a new one. All right, so what we're going to need is team group Force Dark Silver 4 gigabyte 3000, that's 300 megahertz. All right, so that's the part we need to order. So, no, that's not what we wanted. All right, yeah, it's been a little while. I've kind of forgotten what the buttons do. So we'll go ahead and we're going to uninstall this stuff. We'll put this back out in the waiting area. We're going to order up some parts for this, and they will come tomorrow. I'm not going to pay same day shipping. This one's not a rush, so. And I think that's one of my other problems with this game is I'm rushing so much that I'm getting, it's almost like I'm getting so much work that I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. So I think what I need to do is slow down a little bit. There's one here that needs to be, I think there's one that's got to be prepared by tomorrow, right? Oh, email. Okay. So what do we got? In transit. Go to the whiteboard. So I gotta make a PC too. I want to get rid of a lot of these emails. Just start trying to get a control over my. There you go. Complete that. This is 2:15. Today's the 8th, I believe, is what we said, right? So I got some time on that one. All right, was that it? I thought we had another one. Must complete job. Repairs from my PC. Repairs from my PC. What? I didn't see that there. Let's see. Go back to the notes. Email. Repairs for my PC. Here it is. Okay, replace PSU, replace graphics card, complete by end of day. That's tomorrow. It's in transit. I don't think I have it yet. Okay. So that's crazy talk, right? We got to replace the graphics card and replace the power supply unit. So we want to make sure we have that on hand so when it comes in, we can get it right. So we're going to need a Cooler Master MWE Bronze 550. Just says replace, right? Replace graphics card, replace PSU. Okay. Cooler Master. I have a. See, this is what I think the Cloud Notes is supposed to do. I'm literally jotting down notes because I need to type it onto my Cloud Notes. So it's like I'd like to get rid of the actual physical notes. Just use the Cloud Notes. MSI GeForce GTX, MSI GeForce GTX 1060 gaming VR3G. Okay. We need to make sure we have those on hand because that's going to be a quick turnaround, almost, immediate turnaround. So let's check do we got this here? We got a power supply. We have none. Graphics cards. Oh, I'm selling that one. MWE Bronze. Oh, no, MSI GeForce GTX 970. I think GTX 1060 gaming VR. We do not have those. Okay, so we will definitely have to order those up. So let's make sure we get that on our Cloud Note as well. Cloud Note. We need an MSI. How about an MSY? Come on, Pete, slow down. GeForce GTX 1060 gaming VR 3G. Okay. The other thing I should be doing is writing down names. So this is this one, and it's Stevens Noel. STEVENS dot NOEL. Boom. He's also going to need a cooler master. Fat fingers. Cooler master. MWE Bronze 550. There's also a gaming avenue of this, as well as what was the other one? Can't think of it. IT support, which are options. They're versions that I'd like to try. I'm a little nervous though that if I try to do that, I may end up erasing. I'm not sure if I can run multiple versions. Gaming 4G. Current bid $33. Remove it. I'm not selling it for 33 bucks. What are you, nuts? All right, so let me find this other one that we were just working on so I can mark what we need. That's C Goodall. Okay, so let's find that. We're going to go here. C period Goodall. I believe, right? Yeah, C period Goodall. Okay. Although it's all caps, but that's okay. So we're going to do that, and we check that out. We're going to order parts in a minute. Hungry Bird. Ooh, it's a nice case. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Put it back there. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's a nice looking case. Very sleek. Very. All right, so diagnose and fix. Let's go ahead and remove the case part first. We're going to take a look. Remove PSU. It's a good looking. Just on initial inspection. I'm sorry about that. I'm not seeing a hard drive. There it is. Okay, I was gonna say I don't see the hard drive. All right, let's go ahead and plug her up, and we'll take a look and see what happens when we try to. Well, it's not very. All right, let's go back to 2. Escape. I'm gonna go to 2 and remove this because I'm not sure. That was weird, right? It's not just me. Keyboard. they want to plug in the keyboard. It's going up. It goes up to here. Okay. So I'm gonna go here with it. Keyboard goes there. We're gonna go with the mouse, and we'll go up next to it. So if you were wiring this, how would that's how? So they just go right through there, right? That would seem kind of odd, wouldn't it? Let me know. Let me know what you think. It seems a little odd to me that you would have to come up through the grate here to plug in all your stuff. I'm assuming then that this comes off with relative ease, or no? And then the power, that's going to go right here. And we are wired for sound. Let's go ahead and try to boot her up. No RAM. So I think we're looking at the same issue here. Some more RAM. Do you have any RAM? Yeah, they got RAM right here. No, I didn't want to do that. So he's got G Skill, Ripjaws, V Black. So G Skill, Ripjaw Black. 8 gigabytes at 3200 hertz, megahertz. Well, it's sore. That's a little joke. So I can access from here. I can access my cloud notes, but I can't really make any sort of can't really edit. So is there another way here to reach my cloud notes? No, I have to go back here, I think. Okay. So cloud notes, we're looking for, that's Kohler. It should be cooler, not Kohler. Cooler Master. Boom. Boom. We're going to go with a G Skill Ripjaws Black. 8 gigabyte at 3200 megahertz. Oh, megahertz. And I forgot to take down who that's for, so we're gonna, sorry. I guess I should be doing more towards Hungry Burb. All right, HUNGRY dot BIRB. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay. So we will order that up, and I believe we're powered down. Yes, we are. We're going to go ahead and remove the cables. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. We're going to go ahead and reinstall the side panel. Oh, we did take both, so this is the back. And we're going to reinstall the front. Boom. There we go. Now we'll grab this. We're going to stick this back over here. We'll order up parts. I got another diagnose. Oh, this one's dirty too. So we're going to go over here. And let's go ahead and remove the case. And just like we did before, we'll go ahead and grab the compressed air. We'll clean this one out first before we get going here. May have to take a Brillo to this one. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Personally, I don't like using compressed air because compressed air can blow stuff into the delicate parts in your computer. So you take that dust and you jam it into areas. I think using a vacuum situation is a little bit better. That way you're pulling it out rather than possibly pushing it in further. Okay, So we're clean. We're going to go ahead and cable her up, and we'll see if we can get her to power up. And let's hope that's the case. Error, no CPU found. Okay, so this one's going to need a new, we're going to switch that off. This one needs a new CPU. So again, we've been doing it that way. I can also go to, all right, so this is bacon.noel. So if we go over here to the email and we look for bacon.noel, here he is. My rig needs fixing. My rig is broken. Can you diagnose what's wrong with it? When I hit the power, I smelled burning. Now it just won't turn on. Is the CPU broken? When I picked it up, a load of stuff came out. That's always, it's like a piñata. Candy and toys and stuff just fell out. It's like that. It's not like that inside, is it? More than likely, dude, if you picked it up and stuff fell out, then yeah, it's probably full of gunk. Have you heard of AMD? They're meant to be pretty good. I really need this done quickly. Okay, so if you come down here to PC stats, you'll get, this is what's on Bacon.Noel's machine. Okay, so he likes AMD parts. He mentions that, and it's a good thing because he does have an AMD CPU. So we're going to get him a new AMD Ryzen 5 quad core, of course, and that's a 1400. So we'll go with that. All right, so there's that. Now we want to get to our cloud notes, and we're going to go bacon.noel, and he needs an AMD Ryzen 5 quad core 1400. Okay. So, where are we at and what are we doing? All right, so that's our list going so far. And we do have one more CPU, and that needs an upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to install the side. We'll put the side back on now that it's clean. There you go. We're going to go ahead and remove these cables. I could, if I just pick it up, the cables will automatically come off, but I'm way into this right now, man. I am feeling this. Okay, so we've got upgrade Olio's computer. He wants to get he wants a 3D benchmark of a certain type. 3000. He wants to go up to 3000. I'm going to go to 3. So it should boot up without problem, and then we'll go ahead and we'll add the 3D mark to the computer, and we'll see where he's at. Oh, before you get too crazy now, we also have to our dongle. Hey, you know what? I had 2 of those. Did I lose one of them? Because I did have 2 of those, didn't I? Oh, you know what? It might be in there. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the other one's in there. Okay, cool. Just like I say, I've been away for a while, and it's one of those things where I just realized, hey, wait a minute. And then I think once we could get all this ordered up, I might turn my attention to that other computer, see where we're at and what we need to do to get that up and going. First of all, we want to make sure it's got the virus scanner, because we always want to make sure that any computer that's leaving Tim's Red Hot Repairs is virus free. We're also going to want to do the 3D mark. Now, I have no idea about this 3D mark thing. I am faking it till I'm making it. You know what I mean? But if you go online, there are people who know far better than I do. I will actually try to get the name of the person whose video I watched to help me out. And there's a whole mathematical equation and everything that you can do to figure out exactly, how to basically hone in and get that perfect score, the 3000. I've come to the conclusion that basically, look at their budget and buy the best graphics card for the money they're giving you to spend. By and large, I think that tends to make the most amount of impact when you're trying to do the 3D Mark. But again, I do have to figure out that mathematical equation, because I'm sure at some point you're going to have to do it a little bit better than like horseshoes. Close enough is good enough, and then they're going to want you to really kind of dial into a specific 3D mark, and then I'm going to be lost again. I'm going to be lost in the haze. So, like I say, I will look back and see whose video I watched, and give them credit, and then see if I can't even add some kind of a link so that you can go there and see it yourself. But there's a whole mathematical equation that will help you figure it out. Ultimately, this 3D Mark that you run, it tests your CPU and it tests your graphics card. So it kind of gives you an idea. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the thing that tends to have the biggest impact is the graphics card. If you need a little bit of plussing, if you're close enough, maybe a new CPU will push you, get you to that point. RAM is like you've got to be so close with the RAM that it's not even an issue. All right, so the graphics score, now that's your graphics card. We've got a 3,758. That's not a bad number. For an MSI Radeon RX 570, I've been taking notes. Because again, I'm hoping that maybe I can get away without doing the math if I can keep a running tote of how the different graphics cards and CPUs score. And then maybe I can start to put them together and hone in that way. Don't hold your breath. Probably won't work. And if it is working, then I will try to make that available to all of my viewers. So I will type it up into a nice graphics format so that you can download it or print it up, and hopefully it will help you, because this was one of those things where I didn't, maybe it's just me, but I didn't think there was a whole lot of information. You didn't get a whole lot of, hey, this is how you should do this in order to get that. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I kind of got away from broadcasting, because I was kind of trying to figure it out. And as I'm trying to figure it out, I'm kind of in my head. I'm not really saying a whole lot. It's just kind of dull watching me buy parts, find out they don't work, having to buy some more parts, and eventually stumbling upon the answer. So I do kind of wish there was a little bit more information for those of us who are maybe not big CPU guys, who are here trying to have fun and trying to learn at the same time. A little bit more of maybe hand holding would have been would have helped out. But anyway, so the CPU is a Core i5 6600. That test at 3,371 with 11.32, and again, not bad frames per second. Let's back out and take a look. What does he want again? He wants. It's got a 3D mark of 3,000. I didn't do anything. Oh, did I do something to this? I might have done something to this. I did something to this. So I think it's done. This is telling me it's done, right? If I go parts, budget 600. More frames per second in League. Okay. So 3D mark score of 3,000. Maybe what I need to do is let's install this. Let's take a look, because he's playing League of Legends, I believe, and we can take a look and see what he's got. But according to the job order, we're done. I'm not sure. Did I do something to this? I'm not. Did I fix this already and not realize it, or? Maybe I went to go put it in the delivery area, and I maybe I put it in the wrong spot. I don't. That seems weird. I want to add oh, I don't. Okay, well, power off. I messed this up now. Pierre. There you go. Boom, bang, pop, doodly wop. Scooby Shoo wop doo wah. All right. Let's get it. Okay, so he wants to run League of Legends. Let's try it. Let's see what happens if we run the Will It Run. Triple checking here. I think, like I say, I think I've just got a clerical error on my hands, and this is actually done, and I can put it out. But let's, better be safe than sorry. I don't need a bad review on the Doodle Pip. What's it called? I forgot it. Dongle? Is it Dongle? The Dingle of the Dangle? The Angle of the Dangle? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. League of Legends. Here it is. Okay, so what? Ooh. There we go. Recommended 4K spec. So he needs 8 gigabytes of RAM. He needs 8 gigabytes of VRAM. He needs wow. $600 though. It's not gonna. I can't get all this stuff for $600. He's got the minimum. So what if we go to recommended? He needs 6 gigs for recommended. I think that's where we're gonna go. 6 gigs. He's only got 4. All right, so we'll go take a look and let's find out what he's got in the way of a graphics card. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. I got alarms going off, and I couldn't figure out if it was in the game or if it was actually happening. And it was actually happening. There was an alarm going off. So he needs League of Legends. And who is he again? Or she? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. Oh, that's okay. OE. All right, this one here. So he's got an MSI Radeon. He's got an MSI Radeon RX 570 Gaming X 4G. All right. Okay. I have graphics cards coming out of my ears. Do I happen to have one that this brother can use? MSI GeForce. That's 4 gig. 4 gig. Here's a 6 gig. That's used. I don't think he's going to want used parts though. So if we go to the store and shop. Graphics cards. We're looking for, let's go 6 gigabyte, actually. Gigabyte, otherwise it doesn't recognize it. Okay, so it's got an we got 600 to spend. Let's go price descending. So of course, obviously the MSI GeForce GTX 980 Ti Gaming 6G Golden Edition. That's the top of the line right there, right now, for what you can get your hands on. He's got a 570. He's got that's a 4 gig though. 250 watt. So I'm thinking 570. Where is the 570? There it is. X4G. 570 X4G. 120 watt. That's the other thing you got to be careful of, is that you wind up You know, I'm gonna, if I got the gold edition, that would be 250 watts. I'm doubling up the wattage. If he doesn't have a PSU power supply unit big enough to handle it, then. But we've got the MSI Radeon RX 570 Gaming X 8G, so it's the same, only 8 gigabytes of VRAM, the same core frequency, the same memory frequency, the same length, same wattage, same multi GPU setup. It's a Crossfire. So I'm thinking we go. All right, folks, I don't know if we're back. It looks like we're back. We're going to try and finish this up. I'm hoping it's going to let me. So my bit rate is in the toilet, though. I don't know why that is. But anyway, we got our list. Let's try to get our stuff ordered before we get kicked off again. So we're going to need some RAM. Memory, we're going to need, first of all, we'll need T-Force Team Group. T-Force Dark, we're looking for silver. We're looking for 4 gigabyte 3000. So silver, 4 gigabyte 3000. We're going to throw one of those in the cart. Okay, so we need MSI GeForce GTX. Who else needed? We need a G-Skill Ripsaw. All right, G-Skill Ripsaw Black. G-Skill Ripsaw Black, 8 gigabytes. That's, wait, 8 gigabytes at 3200. We're going to throw one of those in there. Now we need graphics card. All right, let's get a graphics card in there. Actually, let's get the power supply first. We're going to get a Cooler Master. So let's go to Cooler Master. Cooler Master, and they want MWE Bronze 550. These are cases, not. All right, Cooler Master, MWE 550. Throw that in there. Bronze 550. Got that. We need a graphics card. We need the MSI GeForce GTX 1060. Not motherboard. Why is it jumping around? We want the MSI GeForce GTX 1060 Gaming VR 3G. I'll throw that in the cart. So we got all those. We need a processor. We need an MSN Radeon RX 570 Gaming. RX 570 Gaming. 570 RX VR. What? MSI Radeon RX 570 Gaming X 8G. So we're going to throw that into the cart as well. And then we need a processor. And we need an AMD Ryzen quad core 1400. I have one in inventory? Wait a minute, what? Is it used or is it new? And how did I know that? How did I not know that? Oh, it's used. Didn't say anything about not using used parts, but what do you think? You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and order it up. Do you order it up or do you just use the one you have? Well, it's used. Go ahead. Yeah, order it up. Okay, so if we look at the cart, we got 6 things in there. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. We got Team Group, T-Force, Dark Silver, 4 gigabyte, G-Skill Ripsaw, Black, 8 gigabytes, 3200 megahertz. We got the MSI GeForce 1060, the NWE Bronze, we've got the AMD Ryzen, we've got the MSI Radeon. Okay, so we're going to buy now. We're going to do next day delivery. There you go. That's on its way. So we're good with that. We can close that up. Close that up. And those will be finished. We're going to go ahead and we're going to disconnect. I'm going to remove my dongle here. Oop, you know what you need to do before you do that? So I'm going to shut that off. There you go. Pull these out, pull that out, pull that out. We're going to pick this up. Put this back over here. Okay, so that's that. Now, what's the issue with this one here? PC can boot to operating system 3D Mark score of 6293, complete by the end of the day. Install dual graphics cards. I'm not even sure what I can do here. Wow. All right, let's power it up. Let's see where we're at. I can't remember. I've got to try and install a second graphics card into this CPU, and I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I kind of would think you just have to, there's got to be enough space, right? I got here. It's the same, and I got a what is it? A PCI port here. So it's just about, let's see. It looks like it's about even. So if I pull this, I pull them both. The one you don't use, you can put back, right? You can always put it back. This is the GeForce GTX 980 Ti Gaming 6G Golden Edition right there. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Blue screen. What does that mean? Blue screen. Is that a heat issue? I can't even remember. I used to remember this. Clock watchdog timeout. If this is the first time you've seen this error screen, restart your computer. If this screen appears again, follow these steps. Check to make sure any new hardware or software is properly installed. All right. Well, that's not fun, right? I thought that might be like... That's a heating thing, right? I think it's running too hot. System info. I believe that's the one we want to look at. System info, I think. Restart it. Blue screen, and that may need a shot of thermal paste. GPU temperature, 56.78 Celsius. I've seen the high 55.9. So still 56.78. That indicates high heat. That's a lot of heat right there. Knows that's your CPU. So this is Celsius. It's a little weird because growing up with Fahrenheit, when you see 55, you're like, oh, it's running cool. But 55 Celsius is not cool at all. That's actually on the high side. So what we're going to do is we're going to power this down. Booyah, Master Chief. We're going to go back over here to the deal here. We're going to remove the Arctic cooler. Okay. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to unplug it from this motherboard. Then you pull it, and now we've got our Pentium. Right here, we're going to go, boom, thermal paste, and we're going to put a big old dollop right there, or just a pin-sized shaped one. But, okay, that's in there. We got some thermal paste. We'll now go ahead with this thermal cooling. This was the one we just took out, so we're going to put that one back in, and I think it was like that, right? Yeah, that was how it was. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cable her up. Booyah. Back to the motherboard. Booyah. Like that. And we're going to come over here. We're going to look at this. Let's power her up again. I think I'm just going to throw one of the graphics cards I got sitting on the shelf in here, and that'll be the dual graphics cards. System info. We're going to look at it. Oh, yeah. See, now we're down into the 20s. So we've cut the temperature in half. So I think we've handled that situation very well, my friends. Now we should be able to run the 3D Mark, and we should not have any problems. We shouldn't blue screen. All right, so we're getting only about 7 frames per second, and this is the CPU test. So obviously we probably could be doing a better job graphically with our CPU. And again, I'll have to double check the numbers and see where we're at as far as what the benchmark is they're looking for. But we'll see what we can do here. You're getting 35 frames per second with your graphics card. That's really pretty good, you know. Yeah, those gold edition graphics cards, I think, in my humble opinion, which is uneducated, as you know, I think those gold cards are really nice. Getting 30 frames per second. In the second graphics test, again, you don't see a lot of numbers like that. 30 frames per second. Nice fluid movement. So yeah, I think that's good. I think what you want to look at is maybe upgrading your CPU. All right, so he's at 4,429, and the CPU score. Look at how low that CPU score is, 7.2. So the Intel Pentium G4 4560, not very good. Intel Pentium G4560 CPU score. Again, I'm going to type all these up at some point. 2146. CPU test, 7.2 frames per second FPS, and then you got your MSI GeForce GTX 980 Ti gaming, 6G golden, edition. And that's wow, look at that score. Graphics score is 5454. Test 1 35.66. Test 2 31.16. Okay, so this one needs a second graphics card, and it needs a benchmark of 6293. And as we said, from the standpoint of the graphics card, we're doing very well. It's got an Intel Pentium, so I would definitely go with a larger, better CPU, I think. I'm wondering if we tested that Intel i5 6600, it scored 3,371. So again, this is where that math would come in handy. I don't know if that's going to wind up being enough, but if you do that, plus you put in a second graphics card, right? I wonder if that second graphics card is going to do it. It's going to up the numbers at all. Let's go ahead and do this and shut it down. We're going to go grab. Let's go to the install. We got some graphics cards incompatible. Everything's incompatible. Why is it incompatible? Because you would think I should be able to get it a second graphics card in there. Is it telling me that the PSU is not big enough? Maybe that's what it's telling me. So I have $805 left. Install dual graphics card, and yet every time I try, it tells me they're incompatible. I don't know why that is. Yeah, this is the trouble. All right, so if I pull this, is there a way I could maybe move this graphics card up? Maybe that gives me... All right, so I want to go to install. Let's try to reinstall that now. This one, I want to install it. All right, so that's... All right, so we're gonna go here. See, there's not enough room, I guess, right? Is what I'm coming to here, is there's just not enough room to put a second graphics card in there. If I go, do I gotta find smaller graphics card maybe? 6 gig, what do we got? All right, if I go down here, now I'm assuming I should have, takes up 2 spots. I should be able to get another one in up there, right? Incompatible. What? I don't understand why it's telling me it's incompatible. This is the stuff that I get hung up on, folks. I'm not sure what to do here. What? And then you wind up buying a bunch of parts that don't fit, and then you wind up with a lot of graphics cards sitting in your sitting in your bin, and you go broke. You got no money. I don't know what to do here. Why? I should have enough room for a second graphics card. Do I got purple cables? Yeah. Are those purple cables? Or are they not purple cables? Rich Suzanne. I'm not sure what to do here. Kind of stuck. Don't mind telling you. Silverstone NJ 520. Incomplete case. Yes, I know that. $495. So I bought that graphics card for this case. I don't know. Maybe I just pull it. Am I looking for smaller ones? Maybe. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. So I'm having issues. This is kind of what I went through with the benchmarks too. Is like I'm stuck. I'm not sure what to do, and there's really no nothing kind of to help you out with stuff. So I'm not real sure where to go from here. So I got 6 gigabytes. I think if I go with like a 4 gigabyte, I think I'm going to lose stuff, right? I mean, 1291 megahertz. All right, so this one's 1060 mini. What if I tried to put in a 1060 mini? Let's see what we do here. Install graphics card. I got the 106 Zotac GeForce GTX 1060 mini with 6 gigabytes of VRAM. It's a 1709 core frequency, 2002 megahertz memory frequency. So I'm hoping we can put that in here. Let's go with the Zotac. And again, it just does not seem How about that? Okay. Now the rest of these are all incompatible again. I don't know. How am I supposed to install dual CPUs? I don't understand why it won't. I mean, here's my thinking, folks. We're going to let this go after this because I don't know what to do here, and I will probably have to look it up on the intro nets. But to my way of thinking, right? They got the two PCI buses here. They're virtually. I mean, they're basically the same. If I can plug a graphics card in here, I should be able to plug a graphics card in there. They look the same, right? They look exactly the same. And then it's just about wiring it. So I guess the next thing you would do is you'd look at the power supply, right? So let's go to the shop. NG520, right? Let's just write that down. Let's take a look. NJ520 Silverstone. I'm wondering if that's the case. If I have to, if it's a power thing. I don't have enough power to hook up to. So he's got the NJ. Doesn't even have NJ in here. Power King, Silverstone. Here's Silverstone. So the NJ delivers 520 watts. Silverstone. Okay, so 520 watts. And what do I got? I got 520 watts. 148 watts. 250. This one's 250. 120 watts. That's so we'll jam that one in there. What else? All right. See now, okay. This one is. I can do this one. I can do the Asus Rock. All right, $1,300 budget. We got the. I wonder why I didn't charge it. Was one of those the one that came out of there? So I put it back in. All right, so there's that, folks. We've gotten something happening here. Let's. I guess we can try to cable her up and see what happens. Oh, we got to. That one doesn't cable up, huh? Okay, so this here, this here, this. We'll go here, and then this one here. But we're going to lose a whole lot. We're going to lose a whole lot on our 3D Mark. I'll bet money. I'm ready to bet money here. You know we are, because you just had that great one. Okay, so this is going to be about 7, which we knew because it really needs a new CPU. Yeah, about 7.2. It's going to kill itself trying to run graphics here. All right, folks. Well, we got back into it. It's been about an hour. Again, we did have a couple of issues with the broadcast going down, and I apologize for that. So, but I think we're going to have to. We'll run this 3D Mark, and we'll see how we're down to 22, 23. You're going to get up to 24. Yes, she got to 24 frames per second. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do a little more tinkling. We're gonna have to do more tinkering, and I think I'm gonna have to do some more research online. And that's the thing is, again, the one knock I would say is I really shouldn't have to look it up on the internet. I should be able to go to a resource somewhere within the game, whether it's the 3D Mark program where I can kind of look up or look into trying to figure out how to do things a little bit better. That would be, but having to stop and go look up things on the internet and watch other people play, I think it takes away a little bit, takes away a little bit. So yeah, I'd like to, but I'll have to figure. So we're at 3,304. Do I have to? And then that's the other thing. I don't. Do I have to check both of the graphics cards? Graphics card. Both of them are 4 gigabytes. So yeah. So I'm not sure why it worked with those two. I don't. I'm not sure. And so I still have a whole lot of questions about how this works and why it's not working. I think we will wind up having to replace the processor. Do I have a processor in my I have some other processors, CPU processors. I don't know how much. All right, I got the 6600K, the 6700, and the 6700K. All well, the 6600 is the i5. All three of these would be better than the one that's in there. I don't know how much they cost though. And he's got about 167 left in his, and they will charge him full price. So let's go Intel. i760, so we got one in 250. That's too much. 180. We got one in stock. What else we got? Anything? I thought we had another i5. 6700 and the 6700K. It's 150 for the i5 67. That's close, but no cigar. He 215. So we've got some time. 1300, labor 226. And yeah, we spent about so we got $165 left. I don't know. All right, folks. Well, tune in next time, and we will pick up more of this here machine, and we'll try to figure out what we're going to do with it. And hopefully, like I say, I'll have done some research. We'll have figured out what we need to do to get this thing up and running, and we're going to be able to know what you got to do. You got to take this back off. Put some of these parts back on before we close out. Yeah, so I want to thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you hanging in there even through some of the troubles we were having there. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll be back to see us fix those once the parts get in. We'll go ahead and make the repairs, and we'll have this thing back up and running. PCI locks. Now we'll go ahead and grab the side panel, put that back on. Yeah, so the next time we come back, actually I might just end the day here. I'll end the day every day when we're signing out. So we're going to grab hold of this. We'll put this back out here. Didn't get anything done today, but we did get some parts. We got things ordered up, and tomorrow looks like it'll be a good day for us. Shut her down, and we'll head out. Thanks for joining me here at Tim's Red Hot Repairs. Well, hope to see you next time. And until then, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.